What if I told you a simple Uber ride could turn into the most disturbing discovery of someone as life? It seems unlikely, but that's exactly what happened to Marcus, a Phoenix ride-hailing driver who, on a seemingly ordinary night, witnessed something that would forever change the way he sees the world. Marcus had been working for Uber for 8 months. He started out as a way to supplement his rent and pay off student debt, but he soon discovered that driving at night also provided him with curious stories. He'd transported drunk passengers, awkward encounters, and even the occasional celebrity trying to disguise themselves. He believed nothing could surprise him anymore. But that Tuesday, fate had other plans. The race began in an upscale Scottsdale neighborhood. The stately homes and perfect gardens made the area look like something out of a magazine. As Marcus pulled up, he saw a well-dressed couple waiting. The woman wore an elegant black dress and sparkling jewelry. The man, an impeccable suit. They appeared to be heading to a fancy dinner. Apparently, nothing out of the ordinary. The address given was downtown. The ride began in silence, but soon Marcus realized something was out of the ordinary. The couple hadn't exchanged a single word. The tension was almost palpable. The woman kept checking her phone, while the man watched her sternly with a look that conveyed more than simple irritation. There was control and contempt. 10 minutes later, the atmosphere became unbearable. The woman's phone vibrated, and as she stared at the screen, her face paled as if she'd seen death. She leaned in discreetly and murmured something to the man. Marcus couldn't understand, but his reaction was frightening. A cold, calculated smile that made Marcus's stomach churn. Until then, Marcus had prided himself on staying out of the passengers' affairs. But now, something made him pay attention. Thankfully, because what he heard next confirmed his worst fears. As they waited at a red light, the woman whispered, "Please, you don't have to do this. Think about Sarah." And the man's response was chilling. "Sarah is already sorted, just like you." Marcus froze. This wasn't just a couple arguing. He was witnessing something that could end in tragedy. In the rearview mirror, he noticed the man's hand inside his jacket, and the woman's terrified look left no doubt. There was probably a gun hidden there. She was shaking so badly, she could barely hold her cell phone and muttered, "Help!" whenever the man looked away. Marcus's heart raced. But he couldn't show fear. He needed to act fast. So he had an idea. He pretended to receive a call from Uber support about a problem with the app. He explained to the couple that he needed to stop for a few minutes. But instead of stopping anywhere, he drove to a busy gas station, known for having security cameras and, sometimes, even police cars. As he parked, he politely asked them to get out of the car so he could restart the ride. It was at that moment that the woman saw her chance. As the man walked away toward the convenience store, she whispered, "Please call the police." Marcus didn't hesitate. He grabbed his cell phone and called 911, pretending he was still troubleshooting a technical issue. Within minutes, police arrived at the scene, and what they discovered was far more serious than Marcus had imagined. The woman's name was Jennifer. The man was her ex-husband. She had been held captive for hours, threatened with death, along with their daughter if she tried to escape. The destination given during the race was not a restaurant, but an abandoned warehouse where he intended to kill her. With him, the police found a gun and detailed notes of the plan. There was also evidence on his cell phone that he had been stalking and threatening Jennifer for months. Everything indicated that the case could have ended in a brutal crime, had it not been for Marcus's courage and intelligence. Her ex-husband was arrested and charged with kidnapping, assault, and attempted murder. Jennifer and her daughter were taken to a safe location and finally able to start over, far from her attacker. Marcus, once just a driver trying to pay his bills, became a hero. His actions made headlines in local newspapers and television, inspiring others to pay attention to the signs of violence that often go unnoticed. Jennifer, in turn, began sharing her experience in lectures, reminding people that even small gestures from strangers can save lives. This story teaches us something powerful. We never truly know what's happening to the people around us. Sometimes, trusting our intuition and taking action can be the difference between life and death. If this story resonated with you, please like and share. And tell us in the comments, have you ever had to follow your instincts because something felt wrong? And don't forget to subscribe, because next week I'll be sharing another incredible story. The story of a hotel employee who discovered something terrifying and helped save several missing children. You won't want to miss it.